Hello, beautiful souls. How y'all doing today? If you're new here, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. I'm Brainy, and this is Brainy Twin Gemini, where we talk about unconditional love, the purest form of love, soul health, growth, prosperity, all good things. Today, I will be doing an energy share as it resonates for twin flame, soulmate, divine love, fated connection, however you reconcile this most beautiful gift of love in your sacred heart. I kind of do everything from a masculine perspective, kind of what's in the masculine's heart space as of the moment. If they could say anything to their beautiful divine counterpart, what would it be? And the overall energy of this beautiful dynamic collective, where reunions happen every single week here for the beautiful souls that come to this channel. And I'm so happy to see the momentum every week, people coming back into physical harmony. So again, welcome. If any of this resonates, kindly hit like, subscribe, comment to be notified of more future energy shares. Yeah, so I'm gonna get started. Again, there's this anxious energy, and I feel like the anxious energy has to do with the full moon that is coming tomorrow. So sometimes that full moon energy really makes you feel anxious, restless, you can't sleep, all sorts of crazy, hairy energy is the only way I can put it. But as it resonates for the masculine energy, it's throwing them into a full-blown Kundalini activation, and they are feeling somewhat uncomfortable. I want to say it's like the ascension flu, and as they go through this activation, purification, and cleansing, it can be sore, believe it or not. I went through it a number of times. I still go through it. This is a lifelong journey. It doesn't end when you come into physical harmony with your twin. By the grace of God, we are together after going through a grueling separation. But yeah, they're full blown, and you may be feeling some of their symptoms, and it's just like mild body aches and slight headaches. It's not severe. Don't ever take this information as, I want to say, I don't know, if you're feeling like you're having like other symptoms, see a doctor. But the ascension flu is like mild, like flu-like symptoms as you're purging and clearing all of this unnecessary energy and doing a deep, I want to say, soul bath, so to speak. And while they're in this full-blown purification and activation, they're healing so many things. Past trauma, karma, so many things. But one of the things that they're healing, and it is so significant for this masculine, is their self-worth. Now, many of these masculines have navigated their journey of life feeling somewhat worthless, and that is systemic from their childhood. It could come from, I want to say, it primarily comes from authoritative figures, which could be parents, anyone that, grandparents, aunts, uncles, whatever it may be, just basically telling this masculine that they were never good enough, and just making them feel like they're less worthy of themselves. So they're healing that, which is so beautiful. A lot of these self-worth challenges is what would actually push the masculine to run because they never felt that they were good enough. They felt like you deserved the world. And at that moment in time, they didn't feel like they could give that to you. And it sounds like kind of like a bit of an oxymoron, because the only one thing you want, feminine energy, is love. You don't want any of the materialistic things. But when you're in the third dimensional world, you're surrounded by material and third dimensional matter. So it's easy to get caught in that. They want to give you a kingdom. And at that moment in time, they couldn't. They're coming into the realization that love is the greatest gift and blessing, not monetary. So it's so beautiful that they're coming into that knowledge and that wisdom. They realize that there's infinite possibilities in this universe, and that there's so much that they can offer. And the love that they have in their heart space as they heal grows deeper and deeper. But with that comes impeccable knowledge and wisdom. And that wisdom always brings them back to you, divine feminine. So very good energy for the masculine right now. I want to talk, if they could say anything to you, what would it be? And I want to talk about some of these masculines, merely just energy. Don't get caught in that energetic trap, because you may be of a female anatomy, but you could be masculine energy. I realized that 3/4 of the way of my journey through separation. I was like, wow, I had an aha moment. I'm like, I'm divine masculine. But you're meant to be both. You're meant to come into that harmonious yin-yang energy. But any of these masculines that are currently in a karmic partnership, this full moon energy is, and with this healing and this activation, is putting things into perspective. And this karmic partner, they realize, is no longer fueling their soul. And it's become toxic, and there's just no love left there. A lot of the reason why they've been hanging on to this partnership is because, first of all, complacency. You become comfortable. There's children, there's finances, there's so many reasons to stay, but there's greater reasons not to, because you can't stay in this partnership if it's a loveless partnership. And this masculine is feeling very alone in this connection right now with this karmic partner. So they're going to take that leap of faith, and they're really, really wanting to end this partnership. They're contemplating deeply, and they're not going to do it in a hasty way. They're going to do it in a loving way, because a karmic partner is still love. There's still love there. It's just a different form of love. It's karmic love. And a lot of the time it's built around condition and labels. But there's lessons there. And this masculine is learning the lessons. And I feel like as they're stepping into their worth, they're stepping away from the karmic partner. And they want you to know that. They also want you to they're asking to keep faith, to keep the faith in your heart, and just have trust, faith, and unconditional love. They are doing taking these necessary steps to end this partnership, and they just want you to keep the faith. They also want you to know that you're an absolute angel. And whenever they're in moments of turmoil, they always go back to the moments that you shared. You are their safe place in their heart. You're the sacred place in their heart. And they feel like you're an angel that came in and just changed them for the better. It may not have been at the right time, but it was in divine time. So lovely. And they have passion for your connection. They have passion for you. They're loyal. Their heart is loyal. This stems beyond the physical realm. And we navigate our journey in life in the physical realm. So it's so easy to get caught in, I want to say, the third dimensional matrix. But this is at a soul level. And your souls love each other intensely. But then there's all this third dimensional matter that interferes. It's how are you going to overcome that? And faith and unconditional love are the key components. It's easy. I know. I've been there. I've been in the depths of despair. I've been on my knees sobbing. You will get there when you're meant to get there. And as I said earlier, there's reunions here every single week. People share stuff with me on email. They put stuff in comments. It could be a year, 2 years, 5, 10, 15. Even a few weeks ago, it was 20 years. Can you imagine? Wow. So beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Couple of other messages for you beautiful, loving souls. I've been yearning for you my entire life. That sense of longing is gone. That's one of those things I feel like as twin souls, I've always believed that we're chosen because we go through the greatest depths of despair. And there's a reason for that, because we're meant to shine the light. But when you've been navigating your journey in life, feeling like there's a piece of the puzzle that's always been missing. You feel like somehow you're different than others. You blend in very well. But when you come into your twin, you definitely, that sense of longing is gone. You've kind of felt lost in life. You really can't put your finger on it. You just have this sense of like there's something missing. And this masculine knows that you are that missing piece to that puzzle. And it's so beautiful. No surprise here. I think you are a god, goddess. 100% resonates with the angel card. I love it all so very much. I love this too. I'm seeing the signs and synchronicities. They all remind me of you. These signs and synchronicities are just absolutely 100% insane. I can speak to it. I've been seeing it. What have I been seeing? It's chasing me, this number, 717, 717. I can't even say it, sorry. I'm having like a brain freeze here. Yeah, so that is 100% a sign of reunion. And I've been seeing it. Like, I'm not even looking for it. And it's just crazy. Like, even this morning I saw it. Last night I saw it. Like, these messages are for you. So I love it. And if you're seeing that, that's a very good sign. And they also want you to know it's difficult for them too. Like I said, they have a sacred place in their heart for you. It's always there. You have to realize that there's so much three-dimensional junk that keeps you guys, your beautiful souls, apart. But if you do the work and you listen to your intuition and your inner guide, you will get there. I can't tell you what time. It's all in divine time. But what I can tell you is if you walk the path of unconditional love and faith, you will get there a lot more quickly. And as I said, you're going to have hiccups along the way. Just get back up and forge forward with that faith and unconditional love. Write it down. You know, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. As you know, this is about awakening so many things, healing, trauma, inner child. Like, there's so much entailed. That's why I feel like we're somehow chosen, because you go through this complete spiritual metamorphosis. And today, the body connection, or the chakra that is clearing or requires clearing, you will know yourself, is the third chakra, and that's the solar plexus. And it's located just above the belly button. It governs the pancreas, the spleen, gallbladder, and nervous system. It is the center for emotional sensitivities and issues of personal power. When developed, it improves our personal power, energy, and effectiveness. Now, I always say that this journey can sometimes leave you powerless. You give all your power to your masculine or vice versa. And you're meant to step into your God, goddess power and your personal power. And you are so empathetic and such you're beautiful, loving souls that people pounce on kindness. Unfortunately, that's the world we live in. And you know, they take advantage of your kindness and your empathetic soul. So stand in your personal power and love you. And I love that all so very much. I just love it all. What is the overall energy? I even love this even much, much more. This is such a beautiful energy. Even though there's tough energy, you know, with this uncontrollable anxiety for some of you, I don't know who it is. The message here is balance. And to balance and recalibrate the energy, it's so important to just free your mind and quiet the mind. The mind is destructive. It's the most destructive element of this journey. And balance, meditate, breathe, clear that rubbish from your thought, and get back into the heart space. Balance, balance, balance. And again, forgiveness is coming out. So we're, as humans, souls, we are so readily, I want to say, we give our forgiveness to others so easily, but we fail to forgive ourselves. We are the hardest on ourselves than we are on other people. And forgiveness, self-forgiveness, is an act of love. So if there's something that you are just carrying around with you this deep, dark burden or trauma, forgive yourself. It's so freeing and so liberating. Alternatively, forgive your twin, because they don't run out of disrespect. They run out of fear. So I love that all so much. I love this one even more. Twin Flame. The Twin Flame card's coming out. It's very odd that it comes out, because it's not odd that it comes out. It doesn't come out that often. Let's put it that way. So if you're feeling questionable about this connection, or you're having doubts, this is validation that this is your twin soul. And the masculine is coming to that wisdom, because they're looking for answers. They want to know why they have this sacred space in their heart for you. They have the same depth of love as you do. So I love that all so much. And lastly, the signs and synchronicity card came out as well as overall energy. And it just totally resonates with the masculine seeing signs and synchronicities as well. You may be asking for signs and synchronicities, they're coming to you. I always say, when I was in physical separation, I wouldn't ask for something that I would see every single day. I would ask for something that I did not see. And one of those things was a black butterfly, because they're not very common where I'm from. And I'd always say, please send me this, just to let me know I'm not crazy, I'm not delusional, that this is truly what I think it is. And without fail, it would always come. So sometimes you can ask, give it, don't expect it to happen within an hour. Sometimes it can take anywhere from 1 to 7 days. But if it comes within that 7 days, then you know your answer. Sometimes you need that validation. I understand, because I needed it too. And I remember when I asked for that black butterfly, I was getting discouraged. And I moved a hose in the backyard, and it flew up underneath the hose. And then I had one land on my shoulder. I was on a conference call at work, and one of the girls goes, "There's a black butterfly on your shoulder." And I was like, wow. So I love it. Love this message. As you know, sign synchronicity is part of your day-to-day. I always feel like there's a little totem animal that you resonate with, that's your friend, that's there, your guidance, your spiritual guide, whatever. And today the feminine animal spirit is armadillo spirit. Set healthy boundaries. Kind of really does resonate with the solar plexus and personal power and setting healthy boundaries. You know, don't let people take advantage of your kindred, beautiful soul. Set healthy boundaries and stand in your personal power. I love that all so much. Otter spirit for masculine today, and you are never alone. So the masculine, you know, wants you to know that it is difficult for them too. They go through their own trial and tribulation journey, and they sometimes do feel alone, you know, and they also feel like this is a fabrication, this is a delusion, and that is the diary of thought. But you are never alone. You are always together in the spiritual realm, and I love that also very much. And the overall animal spirit message today is mouse spirit. Tend to the small things, 100%. What have you been putting that off? What is your gut telling you that you need to tend to? Tend to those small things, you know, and get them out of the way. That could be an obstacle, and just tend to those small things. So that's what I have for your beautiful, loving souls. Again, if any of this resonates, kindly hit subscribe, like, and comment. Love your comments. Keep your comments flowing. And I would ask one gift from you. I give my gifts to you freely without ask nor condition, but I'm asking for something, and that is to go check out our website, subscribe. We're trying to create awareness to spark change in our world, which is very dark and very bleak. As awakened souls, we're meant to gently nudge and awaken others to come to their spiritual maturity. That's what we're meant to do, and I'm asking if you could just support our cause. And it's just as simple as subscribing. you know? And even if you can donate $1 or $2, it really does. Like we have big, I want to say aspirations and dreams, and you could be so part of this movement, and something that you could be truly proud of, to be part of such a powerful movement. We're getting traction worldwide, and I would love nothing more than for you to be a part of this momentum, this movement. It is so beautiful. So with that being said, I thank you in advance for your subscriptions, either to our channel, our website, and I'm going to offer for the next week, if you subscribe to our website, I get notifications, I get reports. I will enter each of you into a giveaway for a 30-minute energy share over Zoom. So good luck to you all, and have a beautiful, beautiful, magical day.